Hey guys, welcome to Quinn's Tree Farm, coming to you through YouTube straight from Cornville, Maine. Today we are on location at the Ass Over Tea Kettle Bloody Mary Mix commercial kitchen, where my sister has graciously allowed me to pasteurize cider. I suppose I should give her a quick shout out because she was nice enough to let me use her induction heaters to do this, which makes it really easy and quick. So, Ass Over Tea Kettle Bloody Mary Mix, better than a poke in the eye, right here from Cornville, Maine. If you like Bloody Mary Mix, I don't, but if you do, apparently it's really, really good. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, the first step in making hard cider, okay, maybe the second or third step in making hard cider, is pasteurization. There are a couple of ways to do it, mainly UV and flash pasteurization. Say that 5 times fast. We're going to do flash pasteurization because I don't have the ability to do UV. All that is heating the cider up to a certain temperature. In this case, we're going to go to 161 degrees. We're going to sit it at 161 for about 15 seconds, and then we're going to immediately get it in the refrigerator to cool it back down to normal. According to the gurus that take care of making sure that all the bacteria and all that stuff is killed, have come up with the number of 161, where 99.9 whatever percent of bugs are killed. The other thing that's important for this is it knocks down the natural yeast in the cider, the wild yeast that we just have in the air, and we don't want that bunking up our fermentation process when we're going to use specialized yeast for this. The process in itself is very simple. We have a heat source, which is going to be our induction heater. We have a pot, and we have our cider. We're going to heat it up to 161, and we're going to dump it back into the container, put it in the refrigerator. If you're new to the channel, cider isn't really the mainstay, right? Christmas trees are. So we are a small choose and cut Christmas tree farm in Cornville, Maine, which is just north of Skowhegan. This is our journey through the process of Christmas tree growth. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and if you want to know every time that I make a video, go ahead and hit the notification bell. With all that out of the way, stick around, let's get to work. When we have a lot of cider, we can put it right in this 5-gallon pot. It's got the thermometer right there, and then it just drains off. We're not going to use this today. I only have a gallon that I want to do, so we'll just use a little pot. But that's what makes this whole system really cool, is she's got this set up because she puts out her Bloody Mary mix. So this is what we're going to do. And put our pot on it, and we're going to pour our cider in there. And we're going to turn this on. Turn it right up to the 3500 watts, and we're going to let it cook away. Ah, blink and you miss it. And we're gonna make a right fast mess. All right, this is going right in the fridge. So we're back, and we gotta do a couple things. We gotta sanitize everything. So I have my auto siphon. I'm just gonna pump some sanitizer into the big cowboy and the little demijohn. I'm just going to take a little bit of sanitizer and put it in each bucket. This sanitizer is food safe. It's Sanistar, I believe it is. And it's reusable, and I basically start of the season, I make up a gallon, and that will get me through the whole season. So it's food safe, it's reusable. We sanitize everything with it. After we wash everything with soap and water, we need to use this to get all the bugs out, because we don't want bugs messing with our mix. Screw a cover on this one. This one's going to be a little difficult. All the sides covered and everything. There. Good charge of cider right there. Now we have to take a measurement. This is going to be our specific gravity reading. It's going to tell us how much potential alcohol we can get out of this. So I take my hydrometer, put it in my test tube to measure the specific gravity. And that's going to tell us how much sugar is in the mix to ferment. So I count this at about 1.048, which gives us a potential of about 6%, give or take. There's a calculator online I will show you that will give us the exact alcohol content. So I'm going to take my tape. I just have it's painter's tape, but I'm going to put the date on it. Today is 9/28/2020. This is 1.048 original gravity, and this is A-frame mix. So it's the A-frame apples. Oh, and I'm doing this with Premier Quebe, I don't know how you pronounce it. Red Star. Doing it with this. And we're going to put nutrient and enzyme. And right back at it. Pectic enzyme. We've got 4 gallons. We'll call it 4 gallons. So we need to do 2 tablespoons of this. Or 2 teaspoons of this, I should say. And then the yeast nutrient, I'm going to do 4. We'll go get this red side. Now, I'm going to use the whole packet. Put the airlock in. That is how we're going to start fermenting this. So these are going to get stimulated. Yeast is going to go to work. It's going to feed off the sugar. Nutrients is going to give it that kung pao that we need. In a couple of weeks this will be ready to go. So that's been fermenting for about 4 days. It's a little slow, but it's not super warm in here, so I would maybe knock it toward that. Might bring it home and put it in a little bit warmer temperatures, but otherwise it's doing pretty well. After it stops fermenting, when the bubbles stop coming through the airlock, then we will go ahead and rack it and let it age. Then we have cider. That in a nutshell is the first steps in how to make hard cider. These are very basic recipes. I'm not doing anything with extra spices or anything like that, which you can do. But cider makes me happy. And I'd really rather feel bad in Maine than feel good anywhere else. So there you go, my friends. I'll see you soon.